Welcome to Resources for Professional Development. This video is part of a new resource called Keys to Success, which offers ongoing tools for professional development. Keys to Success supports the Dress for Success Palm Beach's mission to empower women to achieve economic independence. My name is Andrea Greenspan. I'm the founder and CEO of AG Image Style brand. I've spent my entire career in the world of fashion and image, media, marketing, manufacturing, and event planning. I'm dedicated to helping clients like yourself explore, define, and express their own best unique image so you make the best first impression every time. The objective of today's session is to help you explore your own specific physical and personality traits along with your goals and aspirations to help you define your image. We'll be covering the following points. What makes you unique? What influences in your life and in your environment have affected how you see yourself, and how can you use those to decide how you want to be seen? And lastly, how does your overall image influence your style? For the purposes of our discussion, I created a chart that moves from left to right. The biggest component you will see is the circle called family. Family is really two things. It's the environmental influences that you have as a child from your biological family and your evolving family. If you're like me, my family changed many times in the course of my development. I was raised with a family of four, initially my biological family, and I have one full sister. My parents divorced when I was 8. My mom remarried. I then acquired 2 older siblings. My stepfather passed away. My mom remarried. I acquired 2 more, this time younger siblings. In the meantime, my dad remarried, and I then acquired 2 half-siblings. The other aspect is our genetic components, and those are the biological factors that make your family. It's where your genetic connection to your ancestors comes in. So these 2 undeniable influences are part of what makes you you. I want to focus on the genetic component right now, and that's the next 2 little portions of the diagram. And the genetic portion of that is where your form comes from, where your body colors come from. And why does that matter? Because that's how you take yourself into the world. It's the parts you can't really escape. So what I mean by body form is just that. The length of your arms, the length of your feet, the color of your eyes, the color of your hair, the texture and curl of your hair, perhaps the musculature that you carry, the tone of your skin, the color of your eyes. That mixture of genetic components that form your body and your colors are yours alone. You'll see that I am dressed in bright orange. My skin tone is a warmer shade of beige. My eyes are brown, my hair is dark brown, and the tones that come through my skin are warm. So the choices of colors and makeup, accessories that I wear, all are designed to complement my core, my genetic being. I am not trying to change who I am. I'm trying to enhance who I am. The next components I want to show you are the 4 portions that are a little bit smaller, but combined they're quite big. These are the influences outside of your family, the things that you actually can control, but maybe not until you're a little bit older. So they're the things like your faith. They're the influences of your teachers and your schoolmates. They are the music you hear, not just at home and at church, but at school as well, or on the radio and the videos you watch. It's the fashions that you see in those videos that your friends might be wearing in the media. It's also those things like the foods that your family serves, the foods in your neighborhood, the habits and hobbies of yours, such as sports or playing music or cooking or sewing. It's also those things like the indescribable impact of having to care for others. Perhaps you're caring for an older relative, or perhaps you're caring for your younger siblings. All of these things, these textural things, have a huge impact on how you see yourself. It has to do with the responsibilities that you had as a child. It has to do with the things you were exposed to as a child. It has to do with perhaps teasing comments that were made to you as a child. All of these are things that are not necessarily visible on your body, but they're things you carry inside yourself that affect how you see yourself. And all of these things like whoosh together to form you, that star that is you, uniquely you, in color, form, and behavior. Let me share a little story with you of how we carry our past with us, in our bodies, as a matter of fact. So when I was in grade school, I was bullied for my religion and for the fact that I was the daughter of a divorced woman in a neighborhood that wasn't used to this change. It was early, before divorce was common. I was running across the playground during recess, and there was a game of bombardment going on. And I think they intentionally bombarded me with this rubber ball. I fell and fractured my wrist. For about a month, my wrist was in this position in a sling and a little cast. To this day, and I'm a lot older now, I still find that when I'm standing still, talking or brushing my teeth, my arm goes right here. You see, we carry pain, we carry memories in our body, and we show it in how we present ourselves and how we carry ourselves. This is something we actually have a choice about. Obviously, I'm not walking around today like this when I'm talking to you, but I've made a choice to be aware of my body, how I stand, my posture. If I'm talking to you about image, I'm not going to stand here like this because, wow, that doesn't look very convincing. It doesn't look very enticing or professional, right? We're talking about building a professional image, getting a positive response in the workplace. So instead, I'm holding myself up. I'm facing you with a smile. I've put myself together in a professional and organized fashion that emphasizes my better features and my natural colors so that you see me, and that's the goal. In this next slide, you'll see I used the word image in many different fonts because we're all different. Our image, which is how we feel about ourselves and what we wish to project to our world, is something that is unique, but it's always the same 5 letters. I am, A-G-E, I am blank. I am something at one age, but I'm somewhat different at another age, okay? It evolves, your image evolves, which is why I was showing and changing fonts. So our goal today is to really decide how to fill that blank in. When you say, I am, what are you saying? What are you saying about yourself now? And what would you like to say about yourself in the future as you grow and as you develop as a person and as a professional? You'll notice in the slide that I have a picture of a mirror. There is no one in the mirror, so I want you to close your eyes. Take a deep breath and exhale. And imagine that you are looking at yourself in the mirror. Think to yourself, what words would I describe about what I see objectively? How would you describe, or how do you describe your form, your colors? Do you see someone who's tired? Do you see someone who's stressed out? Do you see someone who's in shape? Do you see someone who has curly hair, straight hair? When you're ready, open your eyes and just accept what you saw. Next, I would like you to take a piece of paper and create 4 columns. In the first column, I'd like you to write what you actually saw when you looked in the mirror. Be objective, not making any judgments, what you saw. In the second column, I'd like you to write how you'd like to be seen. Is there something you want to change? Is there something you really like about what you saw? Is there a professionalism you'd like to project that you saw or didn't see in that picture? Is there a level of fitness or health that you saw in that picture that you would like to change or improve upon or maintain? I would like you to put your feelings about how you'd like to be seen in the second column. In column 3, I'd like you to write down the steps that you'll need to take to get from what you saw, what you think that says about yourself, to column 2, which states how you'd like to be seen and how you'd like to feel about yourself. What steps do you need to take to get from column 1 to column 2? And then in column 4, I'd like you to anticipate how you might feel if you actually accomplish what you've written in column 3. This is all part of your image. Your image is something that comes from inside yourself. It's your own unique capabilities, genetic mix, limitations, expectations, goals, desires, and environment. So those things you have control of versus the things you have less control over, what can you do to achieve what you would like to achieve? What can you do to look and present in the way you'd like to look and present? You have control over that. You have choices you can make and steps you can take, especially with the help of Dress for Success and their programs to help you achieve those goals. Keep in mind these takeaways from today's session. You are uniquely you, a composite of so many factors. And always remember that you have the ability to change and grow and evolve and let that image you want of yourself combine with the person that you are to become the professional and the successful person that you can be. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you learned a lot about your image. Please access the Virtual Career Center on the Dress for Success website for additional resources and videos. And also on the website, you can schedule a one-on-one session with your career coach. We are here to support you.